Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And I want to welcome you here today. And we're going to talk about real estate, pre-construction, no barriers to entry, but why you should consider the Dominican Republic. I'm going to go over a lot of attractions that are coming there, and now you'll know why the property values should increase. We're doing our due diligence, right? Every reason for it to increase, I'm about to go over it today. Not just in the Puna Cana area, but in all of the Dominican Republic, because they are doing big time things. And welcome. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for being here on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page, and please share the videos. You never know who you can help, and we're trying to help as many people as possible. So I just want to get this in tune with what you're doing right now watching this video. This video could be at least 20 minutes long, so sit back, relax, get your pen, pad, and pencil ready, because this information can help you make decisions on investing or not investing. Real estate, pre-construction, no qualifying, or you can buy existing real estate, but nonetheless, this is why the values in this part of the world are going up, because of all the projects there. And I'm going to go over a bunch of projects and reasons why people are flocking to the Dominican Republic. All right. So first, notice the join button over here on the right hand side. That's how you become a member of the channel. That's different than becoming a subscriber. So please either subscribe to the channel, and if you like what we're talking about and like what we're doing and want to support the channel even further, then click that join button, because you receive special messages under the community tab. You receive 1 or 2 videos from me every month, and on the Wednesday night live stream, you are the only ones that can be in the chat room. So I just want to say thank you for all the members with the icon next to your name. Without further ado, let's get into some of the information on why I've been talking about Puna Cana. But there's also a reason when somebody comes, when people or tourists come to one area, they just don't stay in that particular area. They will venture 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours in either direction, all right, or less. So keep that in mind. This right here, the largest water park in the Caribbean, is being built in Cap Cana. Cap Cana, it's called El Dorado Park, as you can see here on the screen. But Cap Cana is an upscale area of the Punta Cana area, and therefore this is major. The people building it, and I'll have a link down below for all of these pages, and I'm going to bring up almost all of them. This page I'll have down below so you can read it yourself, where they have 4,000 people capacity for their amphitheater. They're talking about a water temple that can hold 3,000 people, and they're going to have restaurant, bars, and shops, a la Universal Studios City Walk, a la Disney City Walk. That's what they're trying to do here, and that would explain everything, because the guys from Disney and Universal are the ones handling this project or involved with the project, so they understand how this works. This means property values are going to go up. Specifically in that area, it could go up, but generally because you're going to have more tourists there. Here is Kathmandu.do. That's the website. I'll have a link down below. This is also going to be built. This is supposed to be built in 2022, at the end of 2022. They've already broken ground. Here it is. It says fall 2022. So we'll see. But again, this stuff is happening so fast. So there's no time like the present to get on board if you think you want to buy real estate. This is probably the place that you need to think about it, or somewhere in the DR. There's other things going on. I want to show you about Wonder Island Park. This isn't a big park, but Wonder Island Park, where you see the marker, this is outside of downtown, maybe about only a mile, maybe even less than that. You can walk there, I would think. So keep in mind that there are certain things nearby. I want to show you, let's see, the beach is right here. It's underneath the words. That's the beach. That's the resort that I was originally going over to the DR to purchase, but I ended up now. Here's Vista Cana, which starts right here. So you can see everything is pretty close. Residential Costa Cana, Brisas, a member of the SSN Nation bought it. Del Mar 2, I believe that's somewhere near here. There's Atta Bay, in case people have purchased out of over here. All of this is near downtown. Cocobongo, not Cocobongo, Kathmandu is going to be by the Malia. So somewhere in this neighborhood is where Kathmandu is going to be. Now, I wish they would increase this here. This is only a 2-lane. I don't know what they're going to do about this, but this needs to be a 4-lane if Kathmandu is going to be here, or there needs to be a 2-lane or a 4-lane going through here. Right now, even though that appears to be a 4-lane or streets, it's not what you think. It's not designed for tourists. So I'm wondering what they have in plan, in store for that. All right, now I'm going to keep going because you can see Wonder Island Park, and they just now opened up, and it's mostly for families. They have restaurants there. They have little rides there. So again, another reason for families to come. So once you start doing the Kathmandu, once you start doing Wonder Island Park, you are now creating a family environment a la Disneyland, Orlando, Southern California, where you have the Disneyland and Universals and all that. So keep that in mind. Now, let's go over to golf. There's plenty of events that come in the Punta Cana area and in the Dominican Republic, but mostly in the in the Puna Cana area is what I'm trying to illustrate here. Notice this year, the tournament starts March 24th. Well, what you don't see, that's on TV, March 24th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? What you don't see is the 21st through the 27th is really when things are going on. Why? Because practice rounds. This is the unknown factor. So when you have rental properties that are near or around these championship events, families, friends, caddies, workers all come in starting the previous 3 or 4 days. They need places to stay. It's not just the golfers. Their entourage has to stay somewhere, right? So Puna Cana has their championship usually in the month of March. It's at the Corrales Punta Cana golf course. All right, I'm going to show you where this is. It's by the airport, which is kind of funny because the closest spot to there is Puna Cana Village, which is actually condominiums and villas are in here. So a lot of people want to buy in Puna Cana Village. And oh, by the way, they do have pre-construction villas, townhomes in the Puna Cana Village right now, under $200,000, just to give you an idea. Now, that's only one event nearby, but when you start adding with it that El Dorado water park, here's Cap Cana. So Cap Cana's right in here. So I don't know where that water park's going to actually be, but see how close this all is, plus Cap Cana. So just giving you an idea on what is happening. Now, Soul Fest, every January at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And next year, 2022, or by the time a lot of people see this year, 2022, here's what they don't tell you as well. You have to do a little research. When you try to book at the Hard Rock Hotel, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to go the 27th through the 30th or the 26th through the 31st. When you try to book it, an error is going to come up and it says, I'm sorry, either it's already booked, or if it's not booked and you could reserve something, you're going to have to reserve like 6 or 7 nights minimum. They're not just going to let you stay 3 or 4 nights. That is what's so funny. If you book far in advance, you can stay 3 or 4 nights. And if you want to have 4 or 5 people with you, you're going to be spending roughly $800 per night to stay at the Hard Rock Hotel during Soul Fest. So if you have rental properties in the DR, in the Puna Cana area, you have a chance to take advantage of this, and you should not be charging $150 or $200 a night, knowing that the venue itself is charging people. If you want to sleep 6 people, they're going to be charging you $800 to $1,000 or more per night. And then what does it look like if you have a villa or a condo and you're sitting there going, oh yeah, stay at my place for $150 a night? That's crazy. There's not enough. There's 5,000 people that's probably going to be at this event, minimum. Where do you think they're going to stay? 5,000 people, even if 3 or 4 people could stay in a room, you really want to spend $250 a night? That's crazy, right? Per person? That's insane. So just start thinking about this. And that's why you can take advantage, which actually is not advantage. You're helping people, is the way I look at it. If they charge $800 a night, yes, it's all inclusive. Then why can't I just say, you know what, give me $350 a night, right? Give me $400 a night. And you have a kitchen and you have other accessories. Sure, you don't have the all inclusive, but you're saving $400 per night. And if you're there for 4 or 5 or 6 nights, that's a lot of money. $2,000. It's not going to cost you $2,000 to eat for 4 or 5 nights in the DR. All right? Just get real. Even if you do have 4 or 5 people with you, it's not going to cost you that much. All right. So let's move along. There's other things happening. I couldn't pull up the Heat Latin Music Awards, so I went to the Wikipedia page just to show you once again. They generally had it in June, but they've had it in December and they had it in November also. So I believe in 2020 it might have been in November. I don't know what actually transpired, but nonetheless, this is also happening in the Puna Cana area. And you see they switch between Cap Cana and Hard Rock because Hard Rock has the venue. Cap Cana, I can understand that, but you have to, it's gated. So they have to make exceptions versus Hard Rock is also gated, but that's known to have venues. When the El Dorado Park opens up, that's no different. It's still in Cap Cana. It's going to be very interesting. How come there still is not an amphitheater or some big event downtown or near downtown? I'm still baffled by that. But maybe somebody has something in the works, because I expect a 5,000 to 10,000 venue that the general public can go to without having to go through these gated communities. That would be awesome. But we'll find out later about that. Nothing has happened. I'm also going to get into something that a lot of people don't know about, the downtown project, and why you may consider staying within the downtown corridor because of all the things happening. I'm going to have a link down below to the PDF. I'm going to get into it today, so please watch the remainder of the video if you want to see that. So I'm going to get into it because this is simply spectacular, what they plan on doing downtown. And what I mean by spectacular is that they are spending hundreds of millions of dollars. This is downtown as we see it now. Somewhat. Notice that's the water park over here. Dolphin Experience should be here. Coco Bongo here. Hard Rock Cafe here. They're going to build more restaurants around this little water, which they don't show in this picture. Just giving you a preview. Downtown. There we go. This here is water. They're going to build on the other side restaurants, hotels. There's also the new hotel here by Marriott, AC Hotels, known internationally. is behind the mall, which is very interesting location that they built that. The Central Park is supposed to be in this area. All right. Notice the beach. Look how close it really is. When I was there, it did not seem that close. Because we drove from here, went through here, came out down here, and then had to cut across this field where they had a trailer somewhere about here, and then they had everything gated off. So the beach, as you can see, is a lot closer than what it appears, apparently. I didn't think it was that close. So that's very interesting if that is the beach. I'm not quite sure if that is, but I think it is, because that's what I remember. So yeah, that looks like that's the beach out there, potentially. But anyhow, look at all of this. All right? They're giving some props to the people that are going to design it. I'm going to go through this kind of fast, but a lot of you may see names you know, because these are already downtown, but this is including the mall. This is including Cocobongo. So just giving you an idea, here's some services that's downtown. Of course, the mall. The mall is not big by American standards. All right? There's 3 levels. This is true. But I don't call it a true 3 levels. It's like partial, and there's not like 300 stores. Nothing like, or 200 or even 100 stores for that matter. It says 105 fronts to the project, but I don't know about that. That's a little stretch, because they have banks taking up spots in that mall too, which is kind of weird. But anyhow, business center, sports center, here's restaurants being built. We already have the Hard Rock. That's already there. Everybody knows that's there. That's established. This is not there. This is going to be built. MALDITO PARNÉ, I believe that's how you pronounce it. That's going to be built. They already have these around Cocobongo. That's what I was referring to. These already exist. They're almost like, I want to call them like a trailer, but they're not. They're like buildings, but you just walk up there. They're just small pickups. Entertainment, of course, Cocobongo. Show and disco. That's the thing. Dolphin Discovery's there. All right. 305, which a lot of people don't talk about, but the 305 Puna Cana Club is going to be there. It is their development plan. Now, this is the most important part of this whole thing. Notice this right here. October 2022, Hilton Garden Inn is going to be built. Notice November 22, Central Park Condos is also going to have a Central Park Business Center. Notice December 22, KASA is going to be finished. So in 2022, look at this, Cocobongo renovations. Cirque du Soleil has a tent downtown. All of that is in 2022. We're going to go through this because this is a development that's ongoing. So that's why any pre-construction where you can lock in the price right now, you're going to reap the benefits when they finish these other projects downtown. This does not do much other than the fact the 365 Club experience, the Hilton Garden Inn, Central Park Business Center, the Casa residences, those don't affect you per se. But the fact that they're building the infrastructure means there's more activity and more reasons for people to be in these vicinities. So look at March 2023. I'm going to go down the list. Here's phase 1, 0 to 3 years. Look at this, $94 million. Let me know what you guys think about all this activity going on in the DR. There could be an upcoming economy that goes in flames where everything goes down, meaning real estate goes down, stocks go down, crypto goes down. Everything could be going down, or the cost of everything could be going up due to inflation. So it's a catch-22. Are you going to invest because of that, or are you not going to invest? Let me know down below in the description. Here we go, 12-month renewal. Here's Cocobongo. Let me show people, because if you haven't been there, I don't remember taking any pictures of it, but here's the highway. It's right next to the highway, here's the water, and then Dolphins Experience is on the other side of that. But this is pretty simple, right? You can see nothing too crazy. That's simple, just what you've seen already. Yes, soccer field and practice soccer field, so to speak. They're right downtown. right by the water park. In fact, here's the water park. All right. Now, 365 Club Experience should be open. Here's the MALDITO PARNÉ. I don't know if this is open, actually, even though it says November 2021 due to COVID. But I rest assured, I know they're busting their behinds. If it's not open, they're busting their behinds, because there's been the tourism, the traffic records, October, November, September, October, and November is record highs. The most amount of tourists in the history of the DR has come to the Puna Cana area, and that is incredible. So people are loving it. Cirque du Soleil has their tent there right now. They are not in Cocobongo. They resurrected their own tent. They're doing their own show. They're there already. You can see right here, November 2021. They're there now, right in front, right in time for prime time. Here is Hilton Garden. Here is KASA. What's going to happen in the future is, I believe you pronounce this Moog. I don't know what that is, but it's a hotel. We're going to get into it real quick here as well. Here's October 2022. That's where you saw the Hilton Garden Inn. We don't have a reference, but look here. Here's Cocobongo. So when you come out of Cocobongo, where there's a field now, that appears to be so close that Moog's going to be there. But I think REA Residences is going to be there. But we'll see what happens. Maybe that's on the other side, the street behind the REA Residences. But nonetheless, this is what's happening downtown. Look at this. Hotel chains, people movers, Hilton Garden Inn. This is going to be spectacular. So this must be the Hilton Garden Inn. I thought that was going to be the Marriott originally, but that's pretty close to Cocobongo, even though they don't show you the view. Central Park Business Center, they have Central Park condos. Phase 1 sold out. Phase 2 and 3 is coming out in January. It's very interesting that that project chose January, but you guys got to understand, if you know that there's going to be record tourist visitors already from September, October, November, which is low season, imagine when it's high season. Can you imagine having nearly 400, 500,000 people come to that area? This is like shooting ducks in a barrel. Do you not think out of 500,000 people coming to the Puna Cana, and somebody turns around and says, hey, you can have a condo downtown for 130,000, 150,000, 175,000, people from all over the world, and they're seeing all this construction going on, they're going to be like, where do I sign? Especially when the person says 1,000 to reserve, 15% down, and you have 2 years to make payments on your down payment at 0%. You lock in the price today, and then they show them this PDF, right? Here it is, the Central Park Business Center. Again, that's going to be in the Central Park condo project, which is very interesting. Here it is. This is what it's going to look like. This is a rendering. It doesn't exist right now. So the first phase is over here on the right hand side, where they have the buildings running along the street, where you can see the water park, the adventure water park. So again, let me know what you guys are thinking about this, because I don't see any downside, but maybe I'm jaded. I don't see any downside. People, if you're still here with me and you know about the SSN lifestyle, we're going to make an ecosystem, because I believe in this area and it's pretty cool and I like what they're doing. We're going to have an ecosystem. This is one of the areas where members will have something to go and stay at in the DR, and specifically for members. And it's going to be very, very interesting, this ecosystem that we're going to have with SSN Lifestyle and being a member. Now, residential project, 108 units, 4 modules, 5 levels. That is the KASA Puna Cana residences. They have been for sale. The prices have increased. You can see why. The more they build, and some of the units I think are done. So I don't know. Here we go. Next year, a year from now, January 2023, another hotel. Why do they put another hotel downtown? Well, there's something you don't know. Remember the Central Park Business Center? How about convention center is going to be downtown? Right. Okay, and here we go, June 2023. Remember those Central Park residences? This is what I was referring to. First phase sold out. Naturally, they had studios and one bedrooms under 60 grand. So of course they're going to sell out. You could buy upstairs and have your own jacuzzi and your lockers upstairs. These upstairs terraces are sold separately. How about that? All right. So just gives you an idea of what's going on, and that's why the Central Park Business Center is also within this complex. It's very nice, simplistic, perfect. And here's REA, what I was referring to. March of 2024. This is 2 years away still. This is coming in 2 years. Is this incredible? Incredible. There's going to be stores down below. All right, so there's shopping. It's open air feeling, but these are condos. That was up to 3 years from now. Now, 145 more million is going to be poured in 3 to 5 years from now in the phase 2. And here's the Moxie, which I thought was the Moog, but maybe it's the Moxie. 2024, 2 years from now. See, they got this 3 to 5 years, right? But notice this is saying 2024. 2 years goes by just like that. I've been doing this for 3.5 years, and it went by so fast I can't even believe it. So I want to thank everybody for your support and being a subscriber, and any new people that have found me and found the SSN Nation channel. You're welcome to be here, and thank you. Please participate. Here is Moxie. This is going to be some sort of eclectic place. Now, look at this corporate building. That's business. So now you're bringing business, convention centers, business center for Central Park. Look at this. And there's even more. This isn't even anything yet. Wait till we get a little further along, because this business center being downtown, that brings money in, upscale money. That's what you want. And here's another residential, residential, another condo project 2 years from now. Ladies and gentlemen, that means more people are going to live downtown. This looks like a little Asian vibe to it, and looks like a restaurant. This is commercial 2025, 3 years from now. Some more commercial areas, because you have the record number of tourists coming. Here's the convention center 2026. So you find the answer on why they're putting hotels down there, why they're putting condos down there. And the people who have the footprint first, who pay the least, you have right now, everybody who buys, let's just put it this way. Remember when I said December 31st? Everybody who buys between now, 2022, and the first 6-7 months of the year, you're still going to be fine. Everybody who bought prior to 2022, congratulations. You are going to reap the reward of the appreciation going up higher than people that buy after in 2022. So I just want to say, there's no time like the present, but here's where the big winner comes in. 2026, 4 years from now, Outlet Mall Center. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wrap. Now you're going to have people from all over the area coming down to the outlet mall. So you're going to have to start asking yourself, from an investment standpoint, what do you think is going to draw tourists to the area? Is it going to be the water park? Is it going to be the Kathmandu? Is it going to be the beaches? Is it going to be the amenities that are at the resort? Or is it going to be amenities like Wonder Island Park? Is it going to be because they have events all over the Puna Cana area, mostly in Cap Cana, Hard Rock, and there's going to be a new area because when they do the convention center, that means there's going to be events at the convention center in 2 years. So what do you think strategy-wise, where do you think you should be? If you're going to get a condo or villa, it would make sense to get one within a proximity of one of these parks, shopping areas. So if you're downtown, that's automatic. You're in the midst of everything. If you're outside of downtown, like a couple of members bought outside, like by Wonder Island Park. Del Mar 2. Congratulations to Investment Hawk for getting a 3-bedroom for $143K. He's within almost, it might even be walking distance to downtown. But it's at least a bicycle ride. It beats having to get a rent-a-car. That's all I'm going to say. You guys know how me personally, I have this thing about renting rental cars in developing nations, because they drive crazy and you're going to run into somebody, or somebody might run into you. Is a high probability if you're not used to how the traffic goes. So I like to be able to tell somebody, here, get on a shuttle or walk, bike ride, whatever, as long as it's within a mile. That gives you that situation there where you're in a mile and you're fine. So keep in mind, Outlet Mall is major. Another condo hotel downtown in 2026, 4 years from now. Still developing, still adding, and I can only imagine how much these are going to cost, because whoever bought before they start building that is going to be loving life. 5 to 10 year plan, another 111. 5 years out, commercial residential, 2027. Another project similar to Central Park where you have residential and a business center. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where to go from here other than my excitement, and I just want everybody to understand is that opportunities come along all the time. Even if you miss out on Dominican Republic, it doesn't have to be Puna Cana. It could be Santo Domingo. It could be Puerto Plata. It could be Cabarete. It doesn't matter. Sosua. It could be Las Terranas. All of these are coming up because of the effect of what's happening in Puna Cana, and then they move to La Romana. Then they move to Las Terranas, because these are virgin areas that they can mold, and they see all this development going on in Puna Cana, and they're all sitting there like, wait a minute, we have all this land available too. Why are we allowing people to put in these little shops and little stores when we can get developments in here and build these condos and people will live there, and our values go up? We get to get a little bit more tax revenue coming in, and now our citizens who have businesses will be able to live a better life, because they'll be able to make more money because we're bringing more people in here. The ecosystem works out beautifully. That's the whole idea about why you build great properties in an area, instead of letting it build good property here, great property there, then allow a low-end property there. So they are doing a great job, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think of what they're doing in downtown. And then they're talking about jobs here. If you want this PDF, it's going to be down below. So I just want to thank everybody for being here, and thank you for watching. All right, because this is very, very important to me, because everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance to do something here. And it's not only real estate, it could be crypto, so it could be stocks. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, and that's why I had to go over this, because whenever there's no qualifying, no credit check, and you can lock in a price today, if you know what's going to happen in the future, this is real estate 101. This is what you do anywhere in America, anywhere around the world. You go and look at what's going to happen 3 years to 5 years out. You go down to the planning and building department. Then they tell you, oh yeah, we're going to build a mall out here 3 or 5 miles outside of town. Okay, really? That means I need some land out there, if you know about it, right? So you get an advantage when you know what's going to happen in the future and what the building plans are. So here you have the same thing. You have the information in front of you. It's up to you to take advantage. Some people can, some people can't. But at least you know about it, and can't say, hey, I wish I would have known about it. After 3 years from now, people are going, man, I bought that condo downtown for $150,000 and it's now worth $400. Well, I'm just guessing. That could happen. It may not happen. It all depends. But the fact of the matter is, that is an investment risk. And with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving. and I'm out.